Hello, my friends, and welcome back. If this is your first time here, welcome. I make responses to outrageous claims made against those of us who study esoteric topics such as witchcraft, paganism, and the occult. In today's episode, the folks at CBN are claiming that unidentified flying objects are actually demons brought into existence through occult activity, whatever the hell they think that is. Where does this theory of aliens being demons originate, and how did the study of occult subjects get mixed in with it? But I first came across this concept during an interview with Hugh Ross and Pat Robertson, where Hugh Ross had put forward this theory. In the minds of many evangelicals who don't know any better, the occult is akin to demonology. They are simply ignorant of the history and the various esoteric topics commonly labeled as being occult.
That whatever is behind the occult and witchcraft and demonology is also behind this residual of the UFO encounters. The closer the encounter that people have with UFOs, it's 100% deleterious, is that you see a correlation between the degree of occult activity in an individual's life and their UFO experiences. And I end the book by saying this is scientifically testable. Close the doors to occult activity, that will be the end of these UFO experiences.
It means they're demonic spirits that are causing this phenomenon? Is it?
I'm convinced that they're demonic.
These people talk about being captured and taken into a spacecraft and carried into other places. Are demon spirits doing that actually, you think?
Yeah, I don't think they're actually being physically taken into a physical craft.
Okay.
It's the demons taking control of them where they begin to think that this is what's happened to them.
In this video, the presenters will parrot the exact same talking points with zero supporting evidence. There's also a bingo card associated with this video. If you would like to play along, you can download an interactive card from my website. Details are below. So sit back and enjoy the show as we probe this week's CBN broadcast about aliens, demons, and exorcism. I hope you enjoy.
One of the nation's top Catholic exorcists is weighing in on one of the most debated topics in America right now.
The great pineapple on pizza debate? Personally, I'm against it. I think it's an abomination.
UFOs and aliens.
Those are two separate issues. We can talk about the subject of UFOs and the subject of alien life, which is likely, but alien life traveling to Earth, highly unlikely.
Monsignor Stephen Rossetti is the chief exorcist for the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Washington.
A Roman Catholic exorcist? Is he also an astrophysicist?
And he's warning that while the existence of life, according to him, on other planets might not be a theological problem for some Christians.
Looks weird. Must be demons. And this is the extent of his expertise? We're not going to get any answers, are we?
Some of these alleged UFO phenomena, he believes they could actually have a much darker spiritual source.
Maybe they are angelic beings that came to Earth to place the image of Jesus on toast or secure a victory for a sports team. After all, they are seen in the sky, in the heavens, as opposed to going down into the earth.
Let's hear what he had to say.
I wanted to chat with you for a moment about something which is very much in the news today and on people's minds. That's the whole thing about
the Epstein files,
UFOs and life on other planets.
Those are still separate things. Just because we see unexplained objects does not mean that alien life has visited us.
There's a danger here. And I want to raise that, as an exorcist, I want to raise that danger.
As an exorcist, you want to raise the danger? Raise the danger of what? Jumping to a conclusion without good evidence? Or limiting your imagination to only two possibilities?
And that is that demons like to hide.
Well, of course they do. God's been playing hide-and-go-seek for over 2,000 years and is still the reigning champion. They're jealous. Can you blame them?
They don't want us to know they're around. They don't want us to know what they're doing because they're more effective when we don't realize it.
And yet, they allow themselves to be photographed and recorded all the time. And that's why they keep losing at hide-and-go-seek.
And they can kind of get into your head, you know, and manipulate things in the world.
They can get into our head, but not affect our visual memory. They can manipulate the world, but not cause a camera to malfunction. These demons are really inept.
To influence us to do evil. The fight we have in this world, this spiritual battle, is with the evil one.
That's what I told the police. It's not my fault. I didn't want to run that red light, but the evil one made me do it. Back me up here, Jim.
Some pastor who's been caught in something, you know, and you don't know that all the demons in hell brought whatever, whether it be sex, drugs, or women, or whatever, came against them.
All right, Raj, this is really interesting because he's saying what we have talked about.
You know, just because he agrees with your delusions doesn't make your far-fetched theories any more credible. How can interdimensional demons stay hidden and also get photographed?
Where a lot of people believe aliens and UFOs are floating around out there, but a lot of theologians are saying, wait, this could be aliens.
Sure, could be aliens, interdimensional demons, time travelers from the future, or could be something we can't explain or have identified yet.
And so I just want to read one more quote from him. He also said, "There's no question in my mind personally, again, this is not Defidey, but it's my personal belief that probably many, if not most, of these UFO sightings are in fact demons."
A Catholic priest is telling thousands that it is his opinion that these are in fact demons without any hard evidence. Well, that sounds responsible.
I completely agree.
You're in agreement? What a shock. You're not going to offer any other possibility or play devil's advocate? Oh, wait, of course not. Why would you?
I looked up the closest potentially habitable exoplanet, and it's a planet called Proxima Centauri b.
Centauri b is 24 trillion miles away. Aliens are using their advanced intergalactic travels to do a little anal probing, maybe disembowel a cow or two. Nah, they must be demonic tourists.
So one of two things are happening. If there is really, truly alien extraterrestrial life, either they figured out a technology to travel at the speed of light, which raises a whole bunch of other issues.
Why here? Why now? And why haven't they figured out they can be photographed?
Or it's interdimensional. There's wormholes or something.
Or maybe they use fairy dust or step into a time-space warping device thingy. It could be any number of possibilities.
Or they cryogenically froze themselves for hundreds of thousands of years.
I don't know. Why would they expend so much energy just to spy on us and do a little anal probing?
My point being...
Yes, what is your point? We are all on the edge of our seats.
If this really was extraterrestrial life, I don't think they would be accidentally crashing in New Mexico. And
well, the driver was awake for 100,000 years. That means when they packed their bags for the trip, man was using stone tools and beating off Neanderthals. Wait, that was a bad choice of words. I meant warring with Neanderthals.
I don't think that there would be this like weird probing thing going on.
I don't think aliens are interested in you. So you are safe from being probed.
It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It clearly, to me, looks like interdimensional.
They're demons. They're frickin' interdimensional invaders, okay?
Spiritual beings. So to this exorcism's points, I think he's spot on. But
of all the explanations of what these unidentified objects could be, you've eliminated alien life and replaced it with interdimensional spiritual beings. Those are the only two explanations?
I know myself, and I know a lot of us Christians, and just people in general are kind of fascinated with the dark side of some things like aliens.
No, that's just you. Why would you categorize aliens as being from the dark side? Maybe they are friendly aliens. They haven't tried colonizing Europe yet.
And conspiracy theories and the Bilderberger Group and the Rothschilds and, you know, all of these like Freemasonry, dark magic, twisted soul cooking thing.
Freemasons are not a secret cabal. You can ask them questions and take tours of their lodges. Soul cooking? Do you mean Marina Abramovich's art installation called Spirit Cooking? The only ones fueling conspiracy theories are the ones saying things like this without any good evidence.
I'm not saying what is or what isn't happening.
I'm not saying what is and is not happening, Freemasons, dark magic, and soul cooking, but I'm not saying what is happening. Wink, wink.
I'm just saying I think we need to guard our hearts, not go down the Twitter rabbit hole and think that we're going to solve these things.
In regards to Freemasons and soul cooking, those things have already been solved. There is no mystery. One is a fraternal organization, and the other is an art installation.
Doesn't mean keep your head in the sand.
Isn't believing something without any evidence a form of keeping your head in the sand?
But when we're so inundated and we're so curious about this dark, demonic, what's going on under the scenes, this like...
No, you have manufactured this bizarre alternate reality of conspiracy theories where you believe somehow UFOs, demons, Freemasons, and performance artists are all somehow interconnected.
To where we get so obsessed with the idea of UAVs and UFOs and demons and who runs the world, just like this like whole...
You were talking about aliens being demons and now wondering if there's some secret cabal running the world. Well, I'm glad you are not consumed by dark fantasies.
Dark, sinister, dark web.
But when you talk about some of these alien encounters that people have, because it's not just seeing things in the skies, it's claims of people being abducted and all this other stuff.
You know people lie, right? Sometimes they do things simply for attention.
Perhaps they were collecting biological data? No, I swear to God, there was one gray alien by a door just kind of peeking out. I think he was the lookout.
A lot of them mirror what possession cases tell us, right? Where there's terror and, you know, paralysis and
getting anally probed.
You know, you're receiving messages, you know, telepathically, all these things that you see in possession cases. The people who are going through these alien encounters, many of them, not all of them, but many of them, the majority, they seem to be very, very negative encounters. And so,
well, let's see. They mentioned aliens, Freemasons, dark magic, soul cooking, and now demon possession. I wonder what could they possibly blame this on?
This is Jeopardy!
Freemasons, blame the occult, shit that never happened, the Illuminati, taken out of context, build a straw man. Hellbound Heathen, you start us off.
I'll take blame the occult for $300, Alex.
What this video is doing, Hellbound Heathen.
What is fear-mongering and scapegoating?
The other thing that kind of blew my mind, in a lot of locations where you see high occult activity in this country, that's where you see...
How in the hell are you measuring regional occult activity?
more reports of UFOs and aliens. Well, why is that? Occult activity opens you up to evil, and so it opens you up to the demonic. So
sure, of course it does. Why not? Just find a scapegoat. Whatever happened to the Monsignor anyway?
The Catholic Archdiocese of Washington is cutting ties with a priest for his comments about UFOs. Officials say Monsignor Stephen Rossetti, who serves as an exorcist, suggested many UFO sightings are the work of demons on his Facebook page. Cardinal Robert McElroy says those comments undermine official church teaching on demons and exorcism. The Archdiocese is also cutting ties with Rossetti's nonprofit, the St. Michael Center for Spiritual Renewal.
So they are just regurgitating exactly what Hugh Ross says. Interdimensional demons, encounters being deleterious, that UFOs increase with occult activity, blah, blah, blah. Nothing new, no new evidence, nothing. Just make the claim, say it's happening, and blame the occult. Shampoo, rinse, and repeat. More fear-mongering and scapegoating. Well, I really am not surprised. Stay safe out there, my friends, and here's hoping you don't get abducted and probed by aliens. Well, unless you're into that sort of thing. Until next time, my friends, I will see you in hell, you heathens.
They say we cast ourselves in the dark, that we worship